We are live back here at the Gene Stallings Rise Golf Tournament, and as we've seen today, it takes a lot of athleticism to earn a good score out at the Old Colony Golf Complex. Many former athletes come to play in the tournament, not only because of Gene Stallings, but because of their time here at the Capstone meant a lot to them. Giving all the children at Rise meaningful experiences that keep them physically and mentally healthy is a major goal for the program. That's why trips to places like the home of the Alabama gymnastics team at Coleman Coliseum is usually a favorite destination during the school year. The students love to bounce on the trampolines, jump in the foam pits, and learn about balancing on different objects. It also doesn't hurt that the members of the women's gymnastics team take the time to give some big hugs, let loose as they show off a trick or two. Coach Dana Duckworth says her team gets more out of their annual party than the young ones do.
But when you have an opportunity to be around small children like this, who some have special needs and some don't, but the fact that they have this incredible attitude toward life, they see no limitations, that's what kind of allows our girls to kind of reflect that, you know what, we really have a great life, and we are just so excited that we can give back to young children like this and get them excited about gymnastics.
Coach Duckworth says the program has a special place in her heart, also because her children have attended Rise, and so have children of the rest of her coaching staff. Other athletes on campus also take time out to visit the children at Rise. To the Crimson Tide women's basketball team, it's fun to take time off the court and work one-on-one at the Rise School. While some of the ladies may tower over them, they don't mind getting down on the floor and make sure they're making some memories for the kids, but also for their college experience. Families and numerous volunteers help Rise Survive as a program to help serve children with disabilities and their developing peers. The mission starts with children as early as 8 weeks old. As reporter Morgan Schaefer shows us, one well-known Tuscaloosa family's involvement changed their lives, and they want everyone to know how.
Jim and Peggy Harrison didn't know too much about the Rise School 24 years ago. That is until their grandson, John Michael, was born with Down syndrome. One of the first calls they received after John Michael's birth came from Coach Stallings.
And he said, Peggy, just want to let you know this is the grandest day in your life. The Lord has sent you the most wonderful gift. He says, you don't know it today, but you have received an angel.
The Harrisons' relationship with Jean, Ruth, and John Mark Stallings grew from that moment. Rise director Martha Cook was a common tie between the Harrisons and the Stallings.
She's just an amazing lady. She really, really has been, and we just could not do enough to repay her and her staff for what all they have done for our children and our family.
From the first day, that was a good place for John Michael.
Jim appreciates how Rise helped children with and without disabilities learn how to function in society.
Rise they have children, teach them how to work with other children. Of course, they have some normal children there who don't have special needs. And therefore, it helps both sides learn how to deal with other children and how to communicate.
Getting rid of Rise was a real concern in the early 90s, so Jim, Pete Hanna, and Gene Stallings fought to save Rise by generating funds to keep it going. Jim used his position on the university's president's cabinet to be an advocate for Rise.
When we started one of our meetings, took that opportunity to tell everybody in there about Rise. And I didn't talk very long about it. I just told them what was going on, and that our president at the university wanted to move it out of the university and have it somewhere else, and had told me that if we raised a certain amount of money, it could be done. And there was a wonderful response. It really was.
John Michael may have started life with 2 holes in his heart and Down syndrome, but the Harrisons say it wasn't long before Rise had him going through special exercises and learning alongside non-disabled children.
We just were so amazed at what all the staff at Rise did. They taught him how to crawl, they taught him how to walk, they taught him how to talk as best he could.
John Michael was born into a big family. Jim and Peggy are proud of the commitment their 5 children and 15 grandchildren continue to show to the children at Rise.
But they found out there are other things more important than just whatever I want to do today or all the time.
John Michael is now 24, a Holy Spirit High School graduate, and now he works at Rise 3 days a week. He's one of 8 alums who have returned to work part-time.
We're so grateful. We can never repay Rise for what it has done for our family. And we just want to keep on helping them as much as we can, as long as we can.
I hope they see a family that was greatly blessed and was trying to give back.
The Harrisons believe that the staff of the Rise School performs miracles with children. The Harrisons' legacy to Rise is an equally important miracle. For the Gene Stallings Rise Golf Tournament in WVUA, I'm Morgan Schaefer.
The Harrisons are known not only for their contributions to Rise, but to many other organizations around West Alabama. Many patrons of Rise have told us as we worked on this hour-long special how much they appreciate and love the entire family for what they have done. Rise teaches children with all kinds of talent, including one spunky 5-year-old who likes to hula. We'll tell you why her family believes she's the kid she is today due to her time at Rise.
WVUA's 23-day countdown has begun, and you have 23 chances to win. Enter each day to win a great prize from our sponsors by following WVUA TV on Facebook and Twitter, and watching WVUA News at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. Be sure and enter today to win a great prize from our sponsor, WVUA.
Allison Gabriel is now in college. Her journey began at the University of Alabama's RISE program. RISE's research influences early childhood education for children with and without special needs. Since 1974, more than 10,000 children have taken part in this environment of inclusion and acceptance.
Thanks to RISE, more children like Allison have the opportunity to achieve their dreams, whatever they may be. The University of Alabama, the capstone of higher education.
WVUA Law Call with Emmy-nominated anchor Lynn Brooks and personal injury attorney Bob Prince. Plus, from the law firm of Prince, Glover & Hayes, personal injury attorney Matt Glover, personal injury attorney Josh Hayes, and email with attorney Co Baxter.
Hi there, I'm Lynn Brooks. Join us this Thursday night for another edition of WVUA Law Call, where we take your questions live.
WVUA Law Call every Thursday night at 6:30.
As Martha Cook mentioned in our earlier feature on the retired Rise director, some of the greatest successes are watching some of the students at Rise leave and go on to do bigger and better things. As reporter Emily Passwater shows you, one graduate of the program left behind some big shoes to fill.
Rise got talent! That's what I see!
You may recognize that as the voice in University of Alabama strength coach Scott Cochran. He knows all about spotting talent and pushing people to work hard on the field. At the Rise graduation in July, his daughter Savannah graduated alongside with other students who have talents of their own. One of those children,
Mandy,
is Mandy Johan. Mandy was born in 2007 with Down syndrome. Her parents were told that early intervention is the best way to ensure the 5-year-old a more normal childhood. Her mother, Ute Johan, said that Rise is the best solution for her family.
So the special thing about the Rise program is that everything is under one roof. You have the teachers and they have so much knowledge, and the therapists and the parents, it's a constant communication.
One of those who helped Mandy succeed is Judy Leonard. Leonard's worked there for 15 years teaching children the life skills they need before leaving for kindergarten. Since Mandy is fluent in sign language, German, and English, Leonard knew she could challenge her in multiple ways.
I've watched her from the time she was itty-bitty till the time she got to the 5-year-old class, and I have to say I've been waiting for her to get here because she is truly a spunky little girl.
Johan is one of 21 students that graduated last spring. To prepare for the big day, the students perform at other events in front of groups, such as parades and plays year-round. That helps the young ones get comfortable in front of big groups, something that doesn't come easy for all children. One way they typically do that is through something they all love.
We use quite a bit of song just to incorporate everybody.
The spunky 5-year-old was one of the hula girls for the graduation performance. It brought tears to her mother's eyes and memories rushing back.
When I saw my little girl today, it was like I remembered when she was 9 months old and starting here at Rice in the baby room, and now she has graduation today.
Throughout her time in the program, Mandy's mom says it shaped her into the outgoing girl she is today.
There's so much love. That's wonderful. Love and respect, and especially they teach them discipline, what they need in life to have their boundaries, and I'm very grateful and blessed, and I know that's part of the reason why we are here. It's the RISE program.
Ute Johan says she is nervous for her daughter to go to a new school, but other RISE parents reassure her that Mandy will adjust. Mandy is now finishing up her first year at Northport Elementary and kindergarten, and her teachers say she has thrived in the classroom. For the Gene Stallings RISE Golf Tournament in WVUA, I'm Emily Passwaters.
That's certainly a day Mandy and her family will never forget. Mandy joins more than 10,000 other children who have graduated from RISE since the program began. The goal is to prepare them, whether they are disabled or not, for public school classrooms. That's going to be it here for WVUA 23 at the Gene Stallings RISE Golf Tournament. We want to thank our sponsor, Maccabee Construction, along with Dr. Chandra Clark's University of Alabama producing class, who produced today's show in conjunction with WVUA 23 and RISE. We've shared many stories today about the RISE School, and if you're interested in supporting them and their further endeavors, visit riseschool.ua.edu. Join us in just a few moments for WVUA News at 5. Have a good night.
To all the automotive safety advances that have saved so many lives over the years,